Berkeley, California, with Arianna Huffington, which just goes together like peas and carrots. Here we are. So we're
We
talking.
just had some great carrot cake.
Did you? It was delicious. That was pumpkin cake,
Delicious.
Arianna. So here's the
Those
deal.
were carrot
You're here
cakes,
at a Doing Good conference, but I want to talk to you about the Huffington Post, whether it's doing good. You just have a new CEO that you replaced your former CEO, and I want to talk about that. Why did you do that? What was the impetus for doing it?
Well, Betsy did a fantastic job taking the company 6 times the traffic, 2 times the revenue. But this is the moment for us to expand. We haven't touched the 25 million we raised from Oak yet.
Right.
And Eric, who has been on the board for 3.5 years, was the first venture capital to come in through SoftBank.
Right.
Intimately involved with the company, was an ideal choice to lead the company
Right.
to the
So you
next
didn't want to do a
level.
headhunting thing to find someone else or whatever, but he's kind
No,
of qualified in every way.
The great thing about Eric is that he's super qualified and he knows the company, so there's no learning curve.
Right.
So he can hit the ground running.
And what is he going to run to? What's the plan?
Well, the plan is really to expand, both in terms of local. We are launching New York
On Monday. And what does that mean, local? What does that mean to
Local
you?
means, Chicago is our first city, the first vertical that we launched in a city.
Right.
New York is going to be the second. Then we're doing Denver. And at our board meeting this week, we'll work out exactly the timing and.
And what do you think you're accomplishing in local? Explain that. Are you going to replace local newspapers or what?
Well, the local newspapers are in trouble.
Right.
A lot of great investigative journalism is being done by local sites, like The Voice of San Diego or Mean Post. So we're looking to see if we can partner with local sites, to see if we can provide a platform for a lot of great stuff that's happening at the local level. And also hyper-local. As you know, there's tremendous interest in neighborhood coverage.
Sure, absolutely.
And how do we bring all that together? We haven't worked out the full strategy, but that's one of the things that Eric is going to be spearheading.
And you're doing tech, correct?
Yes, we're launching 3
Are you trying to compete with All Things D? Good luck, Arianna.
We couldn't.
Right.
We're just going to be a curator of all things D.
Right, exactly. Well, you're a very good traffic generator, I have to say. So you're going to again do the same kind of thing in all these vertical vertical areas.
A combination of curating news, blogs, and community.
And what's been the most successful one, not politics, right now?
Entertainment.
Entertainment.
Style. Style has found a sweet spot, kind of the intersection of Washington and style.
Right.
And it's doing incredibly well.
Now, how do you respond to the controversy around you paying people? What's going to happen there? Do you feel like you're going to be? You have 60 people now. You have some reporters, some doing original stuff. How do you respond to that right now? I mean, as you expand, people are going to ask.
We pay all our people. The bloggers are not really journalists. The bloggers are politicians, actors, chefs, poets. They are people who every now and then want to dip into the national conversation with whatever is on their minds. That's not a job.
Right.
So the idea that they are journalists we don't pay is not based on
How do you think about sort of the ideas of that? Rupert Murdoch is saying about Google and taking content and aggregators, and you're a huge aggregator. Google's a huge aggregator. It's not just you. A lot of these content companies are trying to fight against a major trend on the internet of these news collection sites, you being one of the larger ones, along with Google, along with a bunch of others. How do you look at that, about paying for content and the idea of...
Well, we're paying for AP. We subscribe to AP. In terms of everything else we aggregate, we use the...
Fair use.
Fair use.
Why do you think these media companies are doing this right now? What do you...
Well, right now, instead of accepting what has happened in terms of technology, the fact that we're living in the linked economy, the fact that consumer habits have changed, they're really trying to go back to the past.
Right, and that's not going to happen.
It's not going to work.
And what did you say at D, the only thing that people will pay for?
I said that the only thing people will subscribe to is weird porn, by which I meant that people will subscribe for very specialized information,
right?
It's financial information or porn, but they're not going to pay for news and opinion because it's way too available.
Right. Right. So when do you think it's more important right now to grow versus profitability?
Oh, absolutely,
Right.
1,000%.
You said you dip in and out of profitability,
Yes,
but you,
which means we have some months when we are profitable, and it largely depends not just on advertising revenue, but on how much we are spending to expand that.
Right,
month.
right, but you
Because
think it's
for us,
time to
it's all
expand.
about expansion.
Right,
yes.
absolutely.
Well, there is a moment. We have to seize the moment, and Eric becoming our new CEO is part of our strategy to accelerate in terms of our expansion.
great. Arianna, as usual, it's been a delight. See you
Thank
later.
you.